Hey bug farmers, welcome to Bug Farmer Beekeeping, where we dive into the world of apiculture, beekeeping, and bees every week. This is the place to share laughs, explore bees, and learn together, all without taking ourselves too seriously. To join our buzzing community, it's easy and it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and let's cultivate beekeeping knowledge and fun together. Now, let's get into the bees. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today is a 31-degree morning, and it's very, very foggy outside. It's almost like ice fog. I tell you what, the chickens are cold, but they're doing what it is that chickens do. I do have a heat lamp running in their coop, so it's nice and toasty in there. But these girls are out, I guess, looking for frozen bugs. I don't know. Oh, and speaking of frozen bugs, I was out here yesterday, and right here, there was an actual spider web with a Joro spider in it. 24 degrees out has been our low, and there was a Joro spider, and it was alive. I did end up dispatching that Joro spider. He's gone now, so that's the last. Last week we had one on the truck. This week we had one right there. But anyways, that's not the story. The story today is it is a freezing, foggy day. I was actually out in front of the house this morning to get firewood, and it was so foggy, my Christmas lights on the house looked like they were wrapped in cotton balls. It actually made for a beautiful picture, and I'll show it to you here. But I tell you, it is cold. You can't tell where the sky starts and the ground stops. Well, I guess you can't see the ground. You can't see the lake. But I woke up this morning, had a cup of coffee, made a fire, sat in front of the fireplace and the Christmas tree because 'tis the season, and I've had a great morning. That said, I did come down here yesterday to have a look at the hives. It was a rainy day yesterday, so I couldn't do much. I actually did some work inside the basement, and I noticed that I have some dead bees on some of the fronts of these hives. Now, they're not all dead. There's a girl that's in torpor right there. She stayed outside, decided to be cold. Maybe she's frozen solid now, I don't know. There's some more right there. And it's on a few of the hives. Now that said, like this hive here, it had a bunch of dead bees on the front of it. But I put my ear to the hive, and I tapped the hive, and the hive's buzzing. So they've got some bees. Maybe it was just too cold for those girls to drop the bees off out in the yard. They just pushed them out the door and said, we're done. I don't know. We might get a chance to have a look here. I got a couple of buckets back there too that I need to remove. I really need to get that taken care of. Anyways, before we run over to the new bee yard and install the hives, I'll show you some video of what I did yesterday in the rainy day. I actually had to go through the old frames that I had and get them cleaned up, put some foundation in them, and then wax them, and then stuff those frames into the hives, so that now we have actual hives to take over and put on the beehive stands over at the new bee yard, the Slab Yard. I think that's what we're calling it, the Slab Yard. But there you go, and there you have it. It is a very cold December morning here at the Bug Farmer Apiary. Let's look at that video from yesterday, and then we'll get over to that bee yard as soon as this fog lifts up. not above 40. Heck, it's only 37. Well, I've got to get this done. I thought for sure, I waited just a few more minutes, it would get above 40. Not my lucky day. It is a chilly, chilly December day. All right, 9 and 10. Now the question is, what have I done with my scraper? There it is, right in front of me. Scraper, don't leave home without it. All right. That one's nice on one side, kind of crappy on the other. With the scraper, it's going to make quick work of it. We're just going to make quick work of this, then we're going to go. All right, now I've got my bottom boards. I've got to get 10 more from the supply. I'm going to have to supply them out to myself. And then I've got 20 lids sitting right there. We're going to take the migratory tops and the bottom boards over to the new bee yard and get that thing set up. Now, because I know that this is not going to be a very interesting video, I'm going to endeavor to answer a question that gets asked of me quite a lot. I mean, I get it in the comments, and I actually get sent emails with this question, and that is, what does it cost to start a 20 hive bee yard? What does it cost to start running your bee yards? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you right this second, but I'll give you a little bit of information as we go. We'll talk about it as we're setting up the hives, but I'll let you know what it costs me for the stands for the hives and the bees, and what the total investment is on a 20 beehive, 20 10-frame beehive bee yard. So let's gather up this equipment, get over to the slab yard, and we'll get it set up. All right, now let's see if it'll close. It does. Now, I knew it would. I fit 20 hives in my Subaru before, so I knew they would fit in the old bug truck. But there you go. Let's get over to that yard and get it set up. All right, so we made it to the slab yard. Now, before I carry all the hives out, we're just going to set one up, and we're going to talk about it as we set it up. This is for the people who are not beekeepers. Those of you who are beekeepers, let's try to spread the love here and let some of the uninformed become informed. There's really just a few components to a beehive. You've got the bottom board, you've got an inner cover if you're going to use one, the main brood box, the frames, and then the lid. Because we're using migratory tops, we are not going to have an inner cover on these hives. We are going to have 5 frames. We're not going to have all 10 because the other 5 are going to come from a nuke. And we'll talk about that in the spring. All right, first thing we're going to use, bottom board. Now this is 3/4 on one side and 3/8 on the other. We're going to use the 3/8 side. Do whatever we can to let these girls defend themselves from the hive beetles that we hate so much. All right, so the next thing we have is the brood box. This is where the queen is going to lay her brood nest. And in there we've got 5 heavily waxed frames. You can tell I've put extra wax on these, and I've actually taken the time to refurbish some of my old frames and put heavy wax on it, but I've cleaned them up nicely and they're all good to go. We've got 5 frames in here, and we're going to put a 5-frame nuke in these hives in the spring. All right, now this is my new favorite migratory top. This has got a feeding hole in the top so I can put my bucket feeders directly on the top of the hive, and it makes feeding the bees nice and easy, and I don't need an inner cover. So there you go, there you have it. That's what this yard is going to look like first thing in the spring as soon as I get bees in it. We have room for a 5-frame nuke on the inside, plus 5 frames for them to draw out, and it won't be long before we're stacking supers on top of this thing. What else is there? I guess we can talk about the cost a little bit. You know what I did not take into consideration was the cost of this lid. That lid was $22, which means, let's talk about the cost of the lid for the entire apiary is what, $440? There you go. Let me get the bottom board set up, the hive set up, then we'll talk about the rest of the costs that go into this bee yard. All right, well, there you go. The end of another adventure. Look at this. What do you think of the bee yard? It is not too shabby. Now, I told you I was going to tell you how much it cost me to set this thing up. And I did leave out a few of the costs, like the lids. The lids are about $420 for 20 of these migratory tops. Now, my hives cost $129 a piece. So you're looking at right around, I don't know. I wrote it down on a piece of paper in my pocket. Let's see what we got here. With the hives and the foundation and each one of the frames inside the hives, you're looking at $2,500 approximately for the hives, another $159 for the foundation, $200 for the wood to build the stands, and then another $129 for each one of the hives. That's what I sell my hives for. So you're looking at quite a bit of money, and that does not include the $4,500 that it costs to actually put bees in these hives. So altogether, this bee yard cost me about $8,000 to set up. It is not cheap, and it certainly ate into my profits for the upcoming year. But it's something that I had to do. Now, I did not plan on buying bees for this bee yard this year. I planned on using splits from the Honey Creek yard and the farm to populate this bee yard. But I secured this yard before I knew that the Honey Creek yard was wiped out. So I've got a big expense. I told you that in that last video it was an expensive mistake. Well, now you know. I've got a lot of money and a lot of expense tied up in this yard and the bees going in this yard, as well as 20 packages that are going to be going into the Honey Creek yard. So there you go, there you have it. Beekeeping's not cheap, but it will pay dividends if I can get these bees to create some honey for me in this upcoming year. I am getting my nukes and my packages from Mountain Sweet Honey. I was going to get them from Bob Binney, but Bob Binney's not doing nukes this year. He's only doing packages, and the packages aren't arriving as early as I would like them to. Mountain Sweet Honey's going to have them at the very end of February, beginning of March, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I will be running out there, picking up their bees, and I love their bees. Now, we had a problem with their queens over the summer, but it wasn't their problem, and it wasn't the queens that were bad. It was UPS. They left my bees sitting in a warehouse over the weekend, and they dehydrated and died, and Mountain Sweet made good on that. So I can't say enough good things about Mountain Sweet Honey. But there you go. That's what we're doing this spring. We're well on our way there. Phase 2 of this is complete. Phase 3 is when we actually put the bees in these hives. So with all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun, and we try to stay warm. But today we're not staying warm because it's only 36 degrees, so I'm going to go home and sit in front of the fire and get warm. You have a great weekend. Be happy, and I'll see you next week. Take care.